And today we are finally getting back around to another Elder Scrolls Online video. Morrowind just released for Elder Scrolls, so yeah, I figure I'll start in Morrowind as a Dark Elf, and why not try out the new Warden class while we're at it. So, let's see, gotta build a character. I'm not really all that interested in customization at this point. Really, I just want to get more into it. The face, I guess I'll worry about, but the body doesn't matter. I just can't really see an elf with any sort of facial hair. Oh, excuse me. Let's see here. Thinking one of those two. Looks too Jewish. I'll go with that. No marking. I don't really care about that. Sure. Where's the golden eyes? Are there no golden eyes? I guess that's as close as I'm gonna get. Blah 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 blah. Don't care. Alright. Now what to name our Dark Elf? I don't know. Don't ask where this comes from, I have no clue. This just popped in my head. Wait a minute. Really? Well, Hestia is Bestia, so. Honestly, I'm kind of interested to see if the tutorial is, any different or not, so I think I'll play it. Aw, man, really? It's not in use by me. Fine. you bitch. Fuck you. Really? Aha! Hysterica. Oh, it is different, I think. Awesome. Wait, what? Hold on. Alright, well, first of all, let's get out of this voice chat. No more voice chat. I mean, I started as a dark elf, so technically this is my homeland. It's the same thing.
What a fabulous voyage we've shared, my friend. To Vardenfell and new opportunities. Still reading that letter? Lovers know who. No need to confirm or deny it. We all have our secrets. I wonder what Vardenfell has in store for us.
Check ropes ahead. Brace yourselves.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Sounds like a nice start to the adventure.
This one's still alive, are you?
I can see that.
Captured by slavers. What a predicament. But at least we're still alive. Go on now. Naryu wants to talk to you.
Oh, this is weird. How do I, there we go.
Look what the sea coughed up. Welcome to Vardenfell, land of dark elves, lava flows, and slaves of all descriptions. Speaking of slaves, let me get those manacles off you. Oh, you'll find I'm full of surprises. I have just the thing. Hold still. There. You've been captured by slavers. Haven't you been paying attention? Maybe you hit your head when your ship crashed into the rocks and dumped you onto the bitter coast. The slavers lured your ship in and took their pick of the survivors. Slavers? Me? No. My allegiance leans in an entirely different direction. Let's just say I'm here to help you escape this place. Then you can get back to what you were doing before the slavers so rudely sank your vessel. Not so fast, hero. I need to make sure you can handle yourself in a fight. Not everyone recovers from a near-death experience that quickly.
I know I'm fine, but it's been a while since I played this, so let's test it.
Let's go over some of the basics of combat. Hit me. I want to see what you've got.
Nice. Now follow it up.
Try to block this one.
Finish her off.
Impressive. You're just what I need to pull my plan together. Most of the slavers are currently out on a raid. That means it's the perfect opportunity for us to make our escape. Oh, not too much, really. I need you to find a set of slaver clothes so you don't look like one of the prisoners. Plus, we need the gate key, or we'll never make it to the docks. Here, take my spare lockpick in case you need it. I've got a few more things to check on before we can make our escape. You do your part, and I promise you, I'll do mine. Some locks resist even the best efforts of a skilled thief. They're crafted using superior components and complex mechanisms, like the lock on the gate. If I had all the time in the world, maybe I could crack it. But we don't have that luxury. An idea? Of course. I just need proof to satisfy my superiors. But don't worry, I'm sure I'll have things well in hand by the time we meet back up.
Alright, so what's up here? Another lockpick, I'll take that. Might as well. Recipes are always good. I'm not gonna take any of this ingredients just yet. Sure exactly how I wanna build this character. I'm not sure how a warden is meant to be built anyway. I'm assuming it'll be a magicka build, but who knows? Actually, truth be told, it's a little bit of a mix, isn't it? Magicka and stamina. What the fuck? Cthulhu? I guess it's, flora and not fauna. Creepy looking thing.
Have you been drinking the aged Flynn again? Treacherous slave! I'll have your head!
I don't know that I want to stick with two-handed swords. Still need legs and feet. I can't take it. Ooh, a dagger. I'll take that. They're the same. Honestly, that has more protection, but I think you need the slaver's outfit. Alright, let's see here. I'll dump my first point into Magicka. Seems interesting. Also seems interesting. Attack or heal? I'll start with attack. Alright, I think I've got just about everything. Nothing else here for me. One last look around here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, good to see my lockpicking skills haven't gone down that bad. Nice. clean them out. Now let's get the gate key and be on our way. What the hell is with this? Blue in my field of vision. Okay. Okay. I can't check the backpack. I hear a fly buzzing around. Alright, let's see. Reduce stamina cost. My abilities take magicka, so I'll increase my max health. Ooh, wait. I've got other daggers. Two wielding daggers.
Over here! Did you get the things now you wanted? The slavers are returning and plans have changed. Naryu sent me to find you and get the gate key. Naryu sent a signal to the house guard in Seyda-Nin, and that's when the slaver horn started sounding. The slavers must have been hiding nearby, and now they're on their way back. We have to hurry. You are a ray of sunshine on a cloudy morning. I'll lead the prisoners through the gate and see what we can find to get off this island. You meet up with Naryu at the Overlook, and then rendezvous with us at the docks.
I couldn't have done much better myself, hero. Good work down there. There's one more thing to do, if you're up to it. Time is short, but I have something to tell you. You've earned that much, at least. I'm an assassin, a Morag Tongue agent, here to complete a job. The writ I carry gives me the legal authority to end my target's life. No questions asked. I'm here to kill Captain Svardstar, leader of this band of slavers. He's as bad as they come. Because I need your help. I can kill the captain and 10 of his thugs without breaking a sweat. But the slaver's ship? It's faster and stronger than anything the locals can throw at it. If we don't scuttle the ship, they'll be right back to business. Not big on gratitude, I see. Look, I signaled Sedanin, but they won't get here in time to stop the slavers. With your help, we can end the slavers, save their prisoners, and sink their ship. Otherwise, the prisoners are as good as dead. Gather some fire salt and kindle pitch from the docks. With them, you can make a firebomb. Not only will setting their ship on fire destroy it, it will flush Zvardstar from his hiding hole so I can end him. We'll meet after you gather the supplies.
That works pretty good. I don't really want to take 2 of them on yet, though. Alright. So, we've got all that stuff. Now I just need to get on board the ship and blow that shit up.
Over here! Get on board and let's go! Ship's under attack. Pretend you're part of the crew and maybe the slavers won't notice. Go below decks and use the firebomb. I'll search for the captain. Move! Skeeving fetcher! I'll kill you!
Well, he's dead.
Nice. We make a great team. Now let's get off this burning ship.
So, that's an interesting take on the tutorial. It's a lot different than being in Cold Harbor. What the hell?
Good. You've returned to your senses. Let's talk. So, care to tell me what you're doing on that slaver ship? This is the port town of Seydanin, on the island of Vardenfell. We fished you out of the burning wreckage of a slip, I'll let Governor Salvi sort this out. She wants to see you. Best not to keep her waiting. Come with me.
Take everything. Well, maybe not everything. But most things. Yeah, I don't think there's anything down here. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what they want you to think. Yeah, there's nothing down here.
Another rescue, Sergeant? Let me just record the name in my ledger.
Not this one. Governor Salvi doesn't want an official rep.
Really? Very well. The governor's in her office.
Blah, blah, blah.
As governor of this region, I have questions that need to be answered. We found you among the wreckage of the slaver ship, and we found a strongbox with your name on it in another wreck. I'll give you the strongbox if you tell me the truth. Did she? And where is this writ? I don't see any writ. And without a writ, all I have is a murder. Take your strongbox, but we'll hold on to you until I have proof of your claim. I have no patience for tale-tellers or slavers.
A moment, Governor. Here's my honorable writ of execution for the slaver captain.
These papers appear to be in order.
We're done here, hero. But don't worry. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I suppose you can go now, and we'll leave your name out of the official record. Just don't make me regret this.
She seems like a bitch. Alright. Increase magicka again. Interesting. I got 2 points this time, so I can get both of these. There we go. Wait, am I done yet? No.
Well,
Heirloom bow. Or maple bow of flames. And it increases experience, so I'll go with that. Okay, so where to go from here? I guess you're pretty much just,
What are we drinking?
free to roam from this point. I have an arrow.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivec, and left a colleague alone at the tomb. Lord Vivec sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety. Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivec's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Tarza, what's wrong? Someone help!
By the three! First a wounded armiger, now this!
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle!
Lord Vivec, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us. The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb. We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee. Vile creatures from oblivion! You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the Buoyant Armiger. The Buoyant Armigers comprise one of the military orders of the Tribunal Temple. They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain. Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn. The mountain sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
Alright, I mean, I know most of the lore, so I'm not gonna... Yeah. What the hell? This place is so freaking weird.
Have you heard about Vivek City? Apparently a strange cat has started haunting nightmares. Scratches your face and you wake up dead. Or wait, was it a dog? We travel to Nisus and Suron, and we know the paths that avoid the worst of the lava flows. Would you care for a ride?
Okay, so they like carved out a part of this giant bug thing's back and give people rides on it.
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too late. Did Canon Valasar send you? Oh, she did, didn't she? That means she made it to Seydanine. Vivek be praised. As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you. I'll also need your help when we reach the summoning chamber. Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready. I've already lost precious time due to the buoyant Armiger's wounds, but I suppose a few more moments won't make the volcano erupt or the moonlit fall from the sky or anything. What else can I tell you, my friend? Well, I can tell you why they weren't here the last time I paid my respects. Canon Valasar thinks they're some kind of Daedra, determined to keep us from fulfilling Lord Vivek's will. Until you showed up, I wasn't. I'm not quite sure, and it wasn't my place to ask. When your living god gives you a task, you say, "Yes, my lord." The questions seem to involve the time before the... Few of my contemporaries can boast of a luminary such as Farina Andrina occupying a prime branch upon their family tree. Lady Farina studied at the feet of Sotha Seal and was counted among his companions before the tribunal rose to power. Who's Sotha Seal? It's like asking who are Vivek and Almalexia. They are the tribunal, the living gods of the Dunmer. Sotha Seal is the architect of time and the binder of oblivion. If you want to know more, we can talk after we finish.
Alright.
Before we go in there and face those monsters, I want you to know how much I appreciate your aid in this matter. Just don't lose the scroll that contains Lord Vivek's questions. Now come, let's call forth my ancestor. I'll open the tomb door.
Alright. 1 second.
Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
It shouldn't be too bad.
Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
Ah. So nothing more that way.
This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte to meditate.
Alright, yeah, that's not gonna work. Shit. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna need to switch, so... What the hell? Can I sneak up on it? Nope. Sure can't. It's dead anyway. Those maskers are frickin'... See, this is why I kinda wish I had my main character, cause then he's far enough along he can switch back and forth. Instead of having to come here and do this shit. And he's dead. Fucking maskers. Hi. Really? Okay, so yeah, I need to go this way.
The summoning chamber. I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them, with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions. Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander. Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains safe. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions, as my time here is short. An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes. Sotha Sil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now, back to sleep.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside. Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there? It's amazing. Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek. Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City. to help me explain what my ancestors said. Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Saint-Denis to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivec City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivec will want to reward you for assisting me. I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivec City, head directly for Lord Vivec's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned. Of course, as I said, the tribunal consists of our 3 living gods, Vivec, Almalexia, and Sothusil. They lead us in spiritual matters and rule over Dunmer society as god monarchs of the Dark Elves. I serve Vivec, but honor the entire tribunal. Unfortunately, no. The Dunmer houses bow to the tribunal, but the savage Ashlanders refuse to acknowledge their divinity. The heretics never allowed themselves to be assimilated into the great houses. Instead, they hold to primitive superstitions.
It's an etch. Let's see. Saint-Denis, this way to Vivec. Okay. Wait a minute. I'll save it. There we go. I'm sure it's a bit odd for most of these people to see an Imperial horse, but oh well.
Praise Vivec!
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivec, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Levoul, and let us speak. Canon Levoul says you helped him in his mission. As I have written, the one who helps my ally becomes my friend. Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander? I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god? Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery. The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed. The Daedric Prince. I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles. Red Mountain, strange Daedra, and then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return. Levoul's ancestor assured me that a source of power remains safe. As for the rest, let the guess ripen in the mind, and only speak when the fruit grows certain. I require more information on these matters, hence the need for the divination ritual.
Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivec trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you. But who am I to question my god? I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work? Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first? Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivec. Now listen closely. I hate to repeat myself. Despite my objections, Vivec believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you. Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the Overseer that Lord Vivec requires the Blessing Stone. Then bring it to me in the palace. You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivec, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead. Ask your questions. It's not like I'm the busy archcanon of a living god or anything. Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, I also obey my Lord Vivec, so I will tolerate your involvement and do my best to aid you.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. Our Blessing Stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our Blessing Stone? Well, neither do I, but I'm sure it won't put us... Lord Vivec? Why didn't you say so? But I'll need your help before I can turn over the Blessing Stone. The passage that leads to the consecration... I appreciate the help.
Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone. It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
I was gonna die under there. Oh, thanks for saving me.
Thank you. I'll go tell the Overseer what you did for me.
Work has been slow without enough quarry stone.
I know. I have had more time off than I like.
There's no such thing as more time off than you like. Of course, when you work 6 days a week, I suppose anyone would feel that way. Whoops. Wrong place. Oh, I need to go all the way back up there, huh? Alright then. I thought I needed to meet him back in his office.
Praise Vivek!
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivek, stand over there. In Canon Level's absence, you will form the third corner of our ritual triangle. When you're ready, place the blessing stone, and we'll begin the ritual. Hear the words of the warrior poet, and reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress. A clockwork mage. A Daedric cultist.
The hell?
Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Between the cryptic warnings of the ancestor spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down. We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something, at least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no, not as much as I hoped. Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander. It concerns a living god and energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land. Listen well, and speak not a word. My divine energy, it drains away. Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you. The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it. To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levul's ancestor warned us about. Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can. My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated. Yes, while Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the Tribunal, and recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness. They always chide me about my flagrant displays of divinity, but so far, I am the only one of the living gods whose power is fading. Almalexia hoards her energy and has barricaded her temple against attack. As for Sotha Seal, my brother travels. We have not heard from him for quite some time, but I sense that he remains safe and in possession of his full power. Funny, he always wanted to discover the limits of our divinity. Perhaps I will solve that mystery for him.
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are difficult. How do you know about... Lord Vivec told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must. It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Balmora, Aldrin, and Berelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites. I researched what I could using the resources available here in Vivec City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Vivec thinks you're the best one for that job. I believe the mage seen in the ritual is Berelzar, who works out of an ancient Velothi tower. His experiments radiate energy similar to Vivec's affliction, but they're not a perfect match. Find out what he knows about the transfer of divine energy. House Redoran controls the town and nearby mines. House Halali also has interests in the region. Rumors of a cult in the area concern me the most. I believe we saw a cultist during the ritual. Make discreet inquiries and see what you can learn. I have no idea. That's why we're sending you. I suggest you start at the inn. Secrets get spilled along with the drinks in such places. The miners may know something as well. I've heard that House Redoran has issued some kind of proclamation. Savage Ashlanders, like the one seen in the vision, use the area as a tribal meeting ground. These nomadic heretics deny the divinity of the tribunal and have no love for Vivec. But how they could be involved eludes me. See what you can uncover. I traced tendrils of Vivec's energy to these locations, and the ritual confirmed the connection before it went awry. Just don't discuss Lord Vivec's condition with anyone. We don't want to start a panic. If anything changes here, I'll contact you.
Alright, so I've got 3 leads. Yeah, I already have that. Potato. I'll take the potato. Wait. Nope. Okay then. What was that? Notification. Skills only 1 point. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm already kinda here. Yeah, I don't need this stuff. I'm just taking up space. Let's see, which one is closer? Balmora, Berelzar's tower. And where's Where's the third? I don't know where the third is. Ah, jeez, that's tiny. Well, I guess Balmar is first. Nope. Ah, you bitch.
So I was right. You're a sword.
Ah.
So I was right. You're a sword for hire. Excellent. My name is Marla Rethan of House Hlalu, and I have a proposition for you. Piqued your interest, have I? Capital. My brother Benar and I share ownership of the mine, but I suspect there are only 2 keys to the mine. Benar keeps one in our manor house. The other is carried by the mine's foreman, Knox. I want you to procure a key, either one, and then search the mine. Foreman Knox is somewhere in Balmora. Should be simple enough to pluck the key from his pockets. Or, if you prefer burglary, you could take my brother's key from the desk in his study. Our manor is just up the hill. My dear brother prefers to keep our roles in the business separate. He runs the mine while I handle the finances. He doesn't interfere with my work, nor I his. That's... Oh, I have, but Benner tells me nothing. It's just secure more buyers and hire more workers. He gets dreadfully annoyed when I press him about my concerns. Like, why do we need... You haven't heard the rumors? The cursed mine of Vasir Didenot, they call it. They go in, but they don't come out. Now, just inane ghost stories, truth be told. But if the rumors persist, it could soil our reputation. Well, the mine has underperformed for years. I'd actually considered selling it. Until recently, that is. Ebony has been pouring out of the mine these past few months. And normally, I'd be overjoyed, but that's also when Benner became distant. Anything out of the ordinary. I don't suppose you'd know the difference between pure ebony and... Never mind. Just give the mine a good look and keep an eye out for mischief. If you find anything odd, bring it back with you. I have many important clients that depend on the success of this mine. They'll hold me personally responsible if anything isn't correct. Well, the key should be no trouble. My brother is away at the moment, and the house guards are not exactly the keenest. If you choose to pickpocket the foreman, well, just avoid the city watch, I suppose. That's the rub. The mine is well guarded. My brother insisted that I hire only the rowdiest and most ill-tempered mercenaries, so I brought on the Iron Hound Company. I can vouch for their pugnacity. I'd prefer to avoid bloodshed, of course, but I don't want to tip my brother off. If he is up to something, I'll need deniability to maintain the element of surprise. Besides, they're mostly criminals, drunks, and skooma addicts. Expendable, yes?
Alright.
House Telvanni still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish anything?
But what about the pack? I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Caroline might have to shut this place down. At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redrin and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger. I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between
Isn't it,
us,
gold?
I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Have we met? I don't remember.
Oh, you can't talk to him?
I lost it. I'll never forgive myself.
Ow! Stupid dog. What happened? Let me see. I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Leave it alone. There's something strange about that dog.
Hmm? What dog? I don't see a dog.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redarin proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself. Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them. Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander. But I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die. Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god." Or something along those lines. Look. I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlander showed up. It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine. Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck in there.
Ashlander thief! You can't hide from me!
Eyes to the shadows, brothers and sisters. Thieves lurk nearby.
You don't look like one of those crazy cultists, and you certainly aren't one of our miners. So by Vivek's holy nose hairs, who in a... Really? Then forget I said anything about His Holiness' nasal preening. They're some sort of Daedric cultists. They've been performing rituals, calling forth divine power, some such not. The savages barged into the deep chambers, seemed to know about the hidden passage and everything, stole the relic the cultists were praying over, and ran for the hills. As a matter of...
I can't believe they stole our holy relic.
Oh, looks like I got a new jerkin. Interesting. Not quite sure I like the style, but
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine? Of course. I perfectly understand.
What's going on here?
Not much, just, playing Morrowind. I just started it about 2 hours ago. Or, well, not like the original Morrowind, but Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind.
You're a warden but have the movements of a Nightblade. The possibilities are endless.
I'm used to playing a Nightblade. I don't know much about the Warden class yet. Okay, so apparently the lift doesn't work. Guess I didn't need to use that. Yeah, I'm not quite that dumb. I'm not just gonna run off into it. Not until I figure out if there's any way I can get by that without, like, getting killed. Yeah, just don't run directly into it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way through that without just running. Oh well. So what were they doing? Turning the miners into ebony? Costs stamina.
Is Morrowind fun so far?
Yeah, so far I like it. The tutorial is actually different than what it has been, which is a nice change. You start off on a slaver ship and have to free yourself, as opposed to being enslaved in Cold Harbor.
What's with SO and slavery?
I don't know. I guess it's just such a prevalent theme throughout history. What? Yeah, I don't think that's something. So, what, they were turning people into ore, basically? Yeah, turning them into ebony.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time. You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text, a formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough.
Ebon skin. It's a defensive spell.
Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon. Black as midnight. A commodity.
Nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose? None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already. I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. Nonsense to priests, children, mentally ill.
That's funny.
What? Afflicting all these miners? Ah, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make. None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort. Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
Always read the books. Ah, come on. Reasons why Skyrim was better than ESO.
Go forth and slay the mighty dragon.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my... Well done. I have a final task for you.
Or you can slay the creature that bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die. That works too, I guess.
He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee.
What are you doing awake?
Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, he'll send Hlalu constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word. That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned... I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the... Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of our family assets alone.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't mind that.
The last piece of the puzzle. Yeah.
Let's see you dodge this. Okay then. Little bastard was trying to pull one over on me. Little does he know, I ain't to be fucked with like that. This fucktard's about to get, what, probably worse than, no, not even as bad as he deserves.
Malarethon, what a swit. You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who? My, this is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck, and yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you.
Ooh, I get to do it myself.
Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter. His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the Brothers Rethon. No. What scroll? Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on... By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathman on it. Oathman I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Mahler's folly.
Alright, so kill the guy, retrieve the scroll yet again, and bring it back to him. I'm just happy about the kill the guy part. This little fucker tried to hire an assassin to kill me. Really? They want me to get into his house, and there's a chick sitting right there. How the fuck am I supposed to unlock that without her seeing? Yeah, she sees me. There's no way there. Maybe there's a side entrance?
I beg your pardon.
Or back? I'm not seeing one. Nope. Well.
Oh, hi there.
Looks like my only recourse is to kill her. I don't know that there's any way I can do it in one fell swoop.
That's still a crime. And there's a bounty for it.
Good, like I give a shit. Jeez. Alright. I really don't want to destroy equipment. Oh wait, I forgot. Stamina increases the amount of stuff you can carry, right?
I don't recall inviting you in here.
You don't think you'll get away with that?
Yeah.
never going to end, is it?
Dragon paperweight. Alright. All that slave shit can be. Potatoes. Ooh, another safe box.
Excuse me, what are you doing here?
Just mind your own business.
I warn you, I am on good terms with the guard.
I don't give a shit. Shh. Go to sleep. Fuck it. Kill everyone! Why? There's no way behind you there. Now there is.
You're not welcome. Nothing personal.
Potatoes! Jeez. Boning knife.
Do I look like a patient person? Get out.
Do I look like I give a shit? Die. But I thought it told me to go in there. Oops. Guess I just went in and killed the wrong household. Oh well. Yeah. Just let's not tell anyone about that.
What is your other character?
What do you mean? Race or... I mean, he's a Nightblade, and... I honestly can't remember what they're called, but the cat people.
Class.
Yeah, he's a Nightblade.
You! How did you... I'll finish this myself.
No, I'll finish this myself.
Nice mag or stam.
My Nightblade is Stam. Why's it gotta be iron? Ooh. I think I'll go with this. Yeah. Swarm looks like it'll be interesting. It's a lot more powerful than those two. Level 20.
Have you put your champ points in on this character to give him a little extra stats?
Yeah, mostly went with Magicka. I just started like 2 or 3 hours ago.
Champion points, not attributes.
Champion points as in what? Like the thing you get when you're high level? Balmora sucks. There we are. Well, it's only one though. Where's the other entrance? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go there before I finish the current quest.
After you hit 5-0 you get champion points, and on each new character you can place the points in on them as soon as you make them. It helps a.
Yeah, I've never reached level 50 yet. Like, my main character is just 38 or 39. Alright, let's see.
Step up, have a look.
Gold trees.
Oh, I got ya. That's cool too.
There we go. Honestly, I think the last time I played this was before the Homestead update, and once I saw the thing for Morrowind, I just like quit playing until this came out.
I can buy your goods, or I can make sure other merchants don't kick them.
Okay. I believe my game froze. Lovely. Did it freeze this stream?
Yeah, quite a few people did that.
Okay. That's better.
Worried about the locals?
If you need
I
any
honestly can't
information
tell you
assist, let me know. I'll be here until my shift ends in 4 or 5 minutes.
These
These Vardenfell Dark Elves distrust
Alright.
Outlanders, but they seem to keep a particularly careful eye on Khajiit.
Yeah,
Well, not like
Khajiit.
it's much different than anywhere else in Tamriel.
Yeah, that's what my main character is, a Khajiit. Nightblade. Khajiit Nightblade Assassin. Jeez.
Welcome to the center of culture in all of Vardenfell. You must visit our library.
Wildcliff races.
Okay. Now back to Balmora. Wouldn't have had to take that little side trip if I hadn't have accidentally went into the wrong house and killed everyone. I don't want to start the Fighters Guild quests.
Quietly now. Is it finished? Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment. Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Thlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary. This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
Not really sure what I should do. But don't really want to piss him off, so I'll just give it to him.
You've proven to be a reliable assistant. House Thlalu values reliability. I would say it's been a pleasure, but this whole affair has left me with quite a headache. Still, I may call upon you again in the future. Here, double pay.
Ebony Enforcer. Yeah, that's not a way through. Who needs roads?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. I'd rather stay away from those things. They're more of a nuisance than anything.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them. You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly. Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Lord Vivec, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Well, perhaps we can aid each other this day, Outlander. Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Aldrin is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. But these outcasts won't let me into their camp. I need to... My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between among the tribes. Chodala wants to unite the Dunmer and calmly end the era of the bickering houses. He hopes to convince the tribes to follow his lead. Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise, see if you can find out what he was doing in there and where he's gone. Be wary of the outcasts. As you saw, they won't hesitate to attack without reason or provocation. No, just our tribe, the Urshilaku, though he's respected by most of the other Ashlanders for his wisdom and strength of will. He does hope to unite the tribes in a common cause, however. That's one of the reasons we've gathered here at Aldrin.
Oh, there you are. fools. There are ways besides fighting.
You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exile. Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's the Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash. You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him. So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima, and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the Tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivek's claims to the contrary. The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned
Did they
Nerevar
throw that in there because
will
of
be
Trump?
known as the Nerevarine.
Make Morrowind great again. Oh god.
While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Nerevarine I believe in. He uses an Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day. All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevarine. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that.
Now, I gotta go all the way over there. But since I'm here, I might as well get that way shrine.
Ah, a fellow outsider in this inhospitable seat of Drelleth Hileron of House Redoran at your service. Though I doubt I'll be very useful here. This is Ashlander country, and they've made it clear I'm not welcome. I'm researching for my family's ancestral tomb, you see. My research led me here, to Aldrin. It's hard to believe, but I think, unfortunately, yes. I wonder if we might aid each other. Despite my missteps, I do know a great deal about Ashlander culture. First, pay respect to Farseer Quanta. She walks the Red Path this year, and it's customary to wish her well. Request to take part in the offering to the first Ashkans. Do that, and you should be able to ask their wise woman about the tomb.
What's that? Perfume and incense. You have the stink of the great house. Have you now? Then you have my thanks, and my curiosity also. Outsiders rarely show us such. Remarkable. You would honor our ancestors. Very well. I give you my blessing. You hesitate. Shall I explain the custom? Each of the 4 great tribes seek a unique and worthy offering. You must place the gift at the foot of each Ashkan's cairn. For Ahemusa, an ashen fern. For Erebeninsum, the weapon of an exile slain by your hand. For Urshilaku, the bones of a Gwar returned to ash. And for Zainab, the hidden treasure of a Kwama queen. We will see how much fire you hold in your heart. Yes, though becoming is a clumsy word for it. Every daughter of Veloth has worth. When we learn to speak with our water tongue and read the truth in the stones, we also learn the truth of our hearts. The truth is, we have been wise all along.
You speak in riddles, woman. I'm ready to be rid of this hellhole. Yeah, you don't have to explain. Don't know where I'm at, but Saran.
Don't you dare question my goods. They're the fine...
I just want to get to the way shrine.
Keep your weapons sheathed, citizen. The situation is bandits. I wish all my work were this simple. I'm investigating some irregularities in Suran's justice system. The town's lead constable... So you'll help? Excellent. I need evidence, testimony. Many of the marshal's... The plantations are crawling with ironhound... Ah, you must be a recent arrival.
So he's like...
I am called the Scarlet
superhero?
Judge, vanquisher of evil and god... No. My oath is of a personal nature. I revere the three, but my relationship with the rulers of Vardenfell is... complex. Ordinator. I've been called savior and menace, hero and villain. If you'd call me a vigilante, then so be it. My only concern is the lives and welfare...
Superhero. Wannabe superhero. Gotta say though, the Scarlet Judge, not a bad name.
Yeah.
God, that thing is creepy.
Not you too. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Talimra, but my wife insists we try a wheel.
Out of my way.
Watch your step.
How about you suck my... What is this place? Actually, what was in that packet of envelopes? 250 and some envelopes.
Hold, citizen. I hope your confidence is merited. We have our hands full with the Dreg and the Ashlanders, so rescues are in short supply. Captain... Captain Artesia Naros is handling the situation at the canton of Molagmar.
last piece of the puzzle.
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. Divine energy. I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sotherseal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands. A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way. Such a waste repeating words. Activate the crystals in the proper order. It's all about colors. Like a rainbow.
Okay.
A good start. Keep going. Correct. So far, so good. Like clockwork you are. Close, very close. One more to go. Yes, I love it when the gears align. Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know? Scent. How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sotherseal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary. Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool. More questions. Well, Lord Sotherseal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can. Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sotherseal to aid in his embassy. Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant. Had a guar that used to swallow tools when I wasn't looking. Glowed for a month until the enchantment dissipated and the tool passed. Should have heard the screams. He's the father of mysteries and the architect of time. One of the tribunal. The 3 living gods of the Dark Elves. Creates all sorts of helpful and intriguing devices, like the Clockwork City. It's a wonder and a miracle. All brass tunnels, glass domes, and giant gears. He was inspired by the work of the Dwemer. The Clockwork City is pure Sotherseal. He made it to forge the future and reshape the world. I learned them. I was his apprentice, but that was years ago. Spent time working in the Clockwork City. That's what I learned about energy transfer. The Archcanon, Lord Vivek's High Priest. Suddenly the gears align. I can think of a number of reasons that Alm and V would want to know about C and his tools. But some doors just...
Alrighty then. Nope, can't go in there. I think it's too far to the nearest, waypoint or way shrine.
Outlander, over here! This requires a considerable amount of effort, so just listen. We have a problem here. Return to my office immediately.
You didn't have to expend that effort. I was coming back to your office anyway. But whatever. I guess I'll see what the problem is, and then I'll probably call it a day. Kinda getting hungry anyway. It's almost 7 o'clock in the morning.
At last. Did you see what's happening outside? Red Mountain rumbles louder and more frequently. The sky grows dark, and worst of all, in part, Lord Vivec is not well. I won't allow his followers to see him in this state. He continues to lose energy, and it's becoming difficult for him to maintain the realm in his usual fashion. Now, what did your investigations uncover? Very well. Tell me what you learned at each of the locations, and let's see what conclusions we can come to. Barrelzar faithfully served Sotha Seal. He's as loyal to the Tribunal as I am. He would never intentionally harm Lord Vivec. But that tool he mentioned... Perhaps one of the priests Vivec sent away could search the temple archives for more information. Lord Vivec doesn't want his followers to see him in such a weakened state. Only you, Canon Levuel, and myself are permitted into his palace now. Speaking of the palace, so your notes say, and this Saren assisted you. Interesting. Most Ashlanders want nothing to do with the Tribunal. Even so, they rarely become aggressive. Interesting theory. Perhaps Chodala's staff can steal Vivec's energy. But I have a hard time imagining how an Ashlander could accomplish such a feat. Lord Vivec said the draining has grown more intense since you left. It doesn't look well. From what you discovered, I dare say there may be a correlation between the narcotic relic and the tool Barrelzar mentioned. And it seems... So it appears. Lord Vivec's doing his best not to complain, but I can see how much the draining of his energy has cost him. Just seeing you again should improve his mood considerably. And the
Alright. So let's go pay our respects. And see where it goes from there.
Stand aside! Lord Vivec is expecting me.
Lord Vivec isn't receiving visitors today.
Oh yeah, well, what about me?
My lord, please let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us. The river drains into the sea as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort? An Ashlander? That seems unlikely, but I trust your instincts. We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation.
And my lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Okay then.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivek. Not exactly. But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution. One that... eventually. But we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start... Get to Alden and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala, and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivek. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivek's continuing isolation. Didn't we cover this? Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivek suffers...
Well, I guess we'll leave that for the next episode. So I'm gonna call it a day for now. This has been going on for like 3, damn near 4 hours. It's a hell of a stream. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. Peace.